Alright, what's up everyone? I'm here after 6 months. Slight break. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different from what I've done on the channel previously. I'm going to be doing a photo editing tutorial. This is applicable to Lightroom, which is what we're going to be editing in today. But it can also be used for free on your phone with pretty much any photo editing app, including Instagram, like the built-in editing software. So these are tools and tricks that can be applied to pretty much anything when it comes to photo editing, and it's just going to help you. If anything, it's going to help you have those on-point Instagram photos so you can get more likes, and that's always important. Alright, so I'm going to go through a few of these here with you guys. These photos are from the day after the riots where the 3rd precinct burned down. And I was at those, and I have photos of those too, but I think these ones just turned out better. So we're going to use these for video purposes. So I'm going to start with this one here. It looks like a good base photo. Not too blurry. Not a lot of fuzz going on. Pretty epic. So like I always do, we're going to start with the cropping. And I actually don't know. I'm gonna mess around a little bit with different aspect ratios here because I don't know what I want to do with this yet, if I'm gonna be honest. I want to have these people in here. I thought it was interesting. There's a bunch of guys like wearing suits for this. I don't know. Oh no, man. I'm just some dumb fuck with a camera. I think we'll go with this for the crop. We're gonna do 4:5. If you didn't know already, 4:5 is the aspect ratio for Instagram, whether that be vertical or horizontal. So if you're ever editing in Lightroom or whatever, and you don't know what the aspect ratio is for your Instagram photos, if you want them to not get cropped out at all, 4:5. 4:5. All right. So I like the exposure here. Maybe we'll bring it up like 1. Sure. And I want these photos, I don't want them to be super over edited, but I want them to be dramatic. So keeping that in mind, let's go through these. We're not going to touch contrast yet. We're going to do that elsewhere. Highlights we could bring down a little bit. Shadows we're actually just going to bring up for right now. So right now I'm just kind of balancing the photo, making sure there isn't anything that is too dark or too light. Maybe shadows got brought up a little bit too much. I definitely like the negative highlights. It's something I usually do. Blacks and whites. I think that's okay. I think that is a-okay. This photo was already pretty well balanced color wise, like at the time of shooting it, so we don't have to do much there. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give it a little bit of clarity. What a common mistake in amateur editing, people go bonkers on this clarity slider, bro. They will legit put it up to here and be like, oh, looks good to me. I'm done with the photo. We're good. We're going to put it at 20, okay? Alright. Yeah, and that's just, a little bit of oomph to the photo, but it still looks natural. So that's why I'm hesitant to go overboard with clarity. It's a double-edged sword, I do recommend using clarity, but don't go crazy with it. Don't go too crazy. For this, since we want it to be a little dramatic, we're going to drain a little bit of the color out of it. So one little trick that I commonly use is I will up the vibrance a little bit and then increase or decrease the saturation. So it kind of desaturates the photo, but it doesn't just suck the color out of it. Like, there's still color there in the important places, but it adds a little bit more dramatic. Adds a little bit more drama. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually gonna fuck with the cropping right here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Alright, and then like I said, this is where we're gonna do our contrast. You don't have to know shit about the tone curve, because I don't even know that much about the tone curve. I know if you do a S like this, and then you know it's gonna give you a very high contrast photo. It's gonna be dramatic. What I normally do, medium contrast, and I like that actually, but we're gonna tone it down just a slight bit. And as you can see, this is just a very mellow S curve, mellow S curve, mellow S curve. And that's all you really need to do. If you know a lot about tone curve or you're interested in it, you can do pretty much everything you need to do with the tone curve. The tone curve is insane. If you go into the different color channels and you know how to mess with color, I don't fucking know how to do that shit. I don't know a ton about the tone curve, but very powerful tool. Definitely something that you should invest time into learning. This is more of a note to myself. But the tone curve, very good, very epic. Actually, yes. And I already like this a lot better. It looks a little more dramatic, but you know, not like fake, right? Not fake. Alright, here's where we can get a little funky if we want to.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna get funky, alright.
I'm definitely finding that Mater Bitter clip. Anyway, let's mess around with colors here, see what happens. You know, in contrast to everything going on, I think I'm going to green this tree up because I just like how it looks. I think we're going to desaturate the reds a little bit. Desaturate the oranges. Maybe like -5. And if we look here, in all of my photos, I just like nice poppy deep greens. But with the color here, you can do a lot with color as well. It's like tone curve in a way. So basically, if you don't know how this works, you can do this in Instagram, but not to the extent that you can in Lightroom. Also, there is an iPhone version of Lightroom which pretty much lets you do everything you can do in here. So hue is going to let you change the color of individual colors, right? So we can change the hue of the oranges. We can make this shit, if I wanted to do some trendy, like, I don't know, yeah, you can make it purple. You can change the hue of things here. Saturation, you can just individually choose colors, how much saturation you want them to have. So that's that. And then luminance, it's gonna increase and decrease the brightness of your colors. And we can actually go in here, you know, maybe we'll increase the luminance of this tree just cause I don't give a fuck, right? Just for shits and giggles or something. Split toning, I haven't been using split tone a lot lately, but you can work wonders with split toning. I'm telling you. I tell you what, split toning is epic. So what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna give this a try. I usually set the saturation to 100 for both so that I can get the color composition correct. Then we're gonna bring them down to 20. See how that looks? I like to do cooler colors for shadows and warmer colors for highlights. And I like that. I like it. We're gonna bump it down to like 12. Yeah. Yeah, we'll stick with it. Something slight, you know? And if we look already, man, I'm a fucking professional. Alright, last thing we're gonna do here for global adjustments is add a little vignetting to draw attention to the building. I also want there to be attention on the people below. So we're going to take care of that in a second here. Always increase the feather to 100. That's just me. I want this to be a very low-key vignette, but I still want it to be there, you know? That's all we're going to do for vignette. And I think that's going to be it for global adjustments. So we got before and after here. Just a little bit more dramatic of a photo. A little bit cooler. A little more desaturated. And I like this. So now we're going to go in, do some local stuff. Maybe to just draw attention to the pedestrians on the street. So all we're going to do here, I don't want to do anything crazy. We're just going to increase the shadows. Just so there's a little bit, just like there's a little bit more focus like on the people sitting on the street. Because I want that to be another focal, like a secondary focal point of this photo. So all I'm going to do to make them pop out a little bit is increase the shadows where they're standing. And hopefully that just gives us a nice low-key little accent on these pedestrians. Alright. And I like this. This is pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. And we're going to call it for that one. Like I said, guys, just some basic editing. Nothing crazy. I'm not going too advanced here because I suck and I can't go advanced. But let me know in the comments what you guys thought of that. Let's get on to the next one. Alright, we're going to use this photo of the 3rd precinct after it got fucking murked. We're going to start again with cropping. I want to crop this lady out of the photo. I'm sure she's a very nice lady, but I don't need her in my fucking photo. Okay. I like that. I like that. Alright. First thing I'm noticing here, it's not the temperature, but we're going to bring it up 100 points. It's a little bit dark. I do want this to be dramatic again, but I want like a nice balanced base to start with exposure wise. So that's fine, just +4. Still got some questionable areas and stuff, but that's alright. Alright, highlights, we're gonna, actually we can leave highlights. Shadows, we're gonna bring up just a wee bit, like 20. Alright, it's already looking more balanced. Now we can add some clarity. Oh baby, oh my god, clarity's doing a lot for this photo. So we don't need a lot. We don't need a ton. 20 is plenty. Looks good to me. I didn't touch whites and blacks because I think they're fine. Oh, I take that back. We'll add 10. We'll add 10. Alright. We'll subtract 5. Okay. Once again, we're going to go into the tone curve. We're going to go like so. And we're kind of bringing back some of the darkness, some of the dark areas that we got rid of. But I like this better. It's like there's dark areas, but you can still see what the fuck's going on, you know? Okay. So in this one here, we definitely fuck around with colors a little bit. I think what we're gonna make the red, we're gonna subtract a little bit just to make it more true red. Oranges, we ain't gonna touch. Saturation. So the question is, do we want to bring emphasis to this, or do we want to make it bland? I think I definitely am going to desaturate the blues here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now it looks spooky. So right here, perfect example where the color wheel I feel like made a big difference, because getting rid of that blue is just kind of helping to pull it into what we want people to look at here. The Minneapolis police station just fucked up, right? That's what we want people to see. So we're definitely going to keep the negative blue here. Now the question is, no, we're going to leave that how it is. And I think that's about all we're going to do for colors here. I don't think we want to touch anything else, or else things are going to start getting weird. We'll try split toning again with the blue and I don't even know, man. Maybe that'll look good. 17, 17. Okay. Yes, very good. We're gonna bring it down to 10. Okay. I don't like to go too crazy with split toning ever, but I add a little bit sometimes. Sometimes I'll add just a little bit when I'm feeling a little crazy. Always profile corrections every time. All right, and now we're gonna add vignette. When I vignette, I like to do more than I'm going to, and then I'll tone it down, and then I'll bring it down. Okay, 20, 21. Alrighty, I like that. Let's look at before and after. As you can see, a very dramatic photo compared to what we started with, but I like it. Did people like spray paint over the cameras? What the fuck? Alright, let's see what we can do with this photo here, shall we? So here's an example of a fucked up photo, you know? Like, way too dark. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with it. I don't even know if I can do anything with it. But we're gonna try. We're gonna try our best. We're gonna bring the exposure up a stop and a half. I don't want to go too crazy with exposure because it's gonna start getting really grainy if I do that. So now that we can see a little bit more, we can do some better croppage. Rule of thirds, baby. Rule of thirds. Alright. So we got a little fire going here. Nothing out of the usual for a normal day in Minneapolis. Normal day. So we're gonna do a little bit of clarity as usual. In this one, I'm kind of just, this is more of my normal workflow. I kind of just skip around and do things as I see fit. So highlights, we're actually gonna leave. We're gonna leave them. Maybe bring them up a little bit. No, we're gonna leave them. Shadows. If we touch that too much, it's gonna get a little blurry. So we're gonna go like a little bit, wee bit. We don't want much contrast this time around. We really don't want much. We're just gonna do a little bit contrast. Motherfucker. So with this fire, we can get a little bit interesting here. So I'm gonna add a little bit of red glow to this. We're gonna leave the oranges alone. And we're of course gonna increase the luminance of this whole bitch. This whole thing. Because, you know, we want this fire to look bonkers, right? We want it to look crazy. Absolutely out of this world. I'm not going to split tone this one because, I don't know, I just kind of like the way it looks already. Shadows, actually, man, this is just a little bit of a weird photo to work on because it's like, I don't know. This is the wonders of raw photos, though. I'm telling you guys. Raw. If this was a JPEG, I would not be able to recover a photo like this. Like it would not be happening. But raw, baby. Let's go. And this is another one that I'm gonna desaturate the blues. We don't want as much blue. We don't want it. Alright. So that looks pretty good to me. And like I said, you can do all of this editing with Instagram software, Lightroom Mobile, which might cost money. I'm not sure on that. You might have to have an Adobe subscription, but it might be free. I'm not sure. There's plenty of other free editing apps though. This isn't just Lightroom. Lightroom is just a good tool. It's a good tool for editing. But you can do this anywhere. And I just want to help you guys with your Instagram photo game, you know? That's the whole point of this video. Like I said, this is just a basic editing tutorial. So let me know what you guys thought of this. Let me know if this tutorial was helpful. Let me know if you liked the commentary, the photos, whatever. Let me know what you thought of the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a dislike if you did not enjoy. Share with your friends. Subscribe. Watch my videos. All that good shit, you know? Let's get 10 views on this video. Let's get 10 views. 10 views, baby. Let's make it happen. Let me know if you guys want another tutorial like this, another vlog, or I'm thinking about doing like public prank videos. Like I want to do one at the gym. So let me know what you guys want next. Until next time, have a good day and adios.